So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I love watching stuff like that. I have kind of an idea what to watch next. Um, a lot of people have been asking me to watch Jimin's introduction video. Um, but I kind of wanted to like hear music from him first and hear other things from him before I watch like a big introduction video. I know people think that's backwards, but I think you can learn a lot from somebody just by listening to their music and their art and inferring what they're doing of their personality and other things that they, not that he would hide things, but things that you can't hide, things that you can't put a mask on. You're going to see through those in art. That's why I prefer to find people through their music first and then see things about them later. Very rarely do I get into like an artist and like their personal life before their music. So I know a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, you shouldn't watch this till you watch the introduction video," and it's like, well, it's I don't know, I don't agree with that, but everybody has their opinion and everybody has their right to it. Um, I just don't agree with it. But I've also been wanting to watch Yoongi the Workaholic, because yeah, that's been on there for quite a while. A lot of people requested that. Music is inherently emotional, so it's hard to hide. Yeah, especially the music that BTS writes and performs. It's not superficial. It's not. Um, I mean, it's feel good, but it's not like the superficial feel good pop music or even rock music or music in general that's written for airplay and spins on the radio. It's not vapid. Yes, exactly. Um, there's depth to it, and when you write like that, it you have to bear some of yourself, your soul, your thought process, the way you see the world, the way you interpret it into it. Because that's I don't know, that's how I think um, that music works. I personally don't write music or do any writing really, but I assume that's how it works. Because I put a little bit of my soul and my hard work into these videos, and I can't imagine doing something on that big of a scale. Um, how much harder that would be. Um, Different people learn different ways. Exactly. And a lot of people can just absorb things. They prefer to absorb things in different ways. So I'm not saying it's wrong if that's how you found BTS first and you want to see all these things first and know everything about them first and then hear their music. That's fine. It's just not the path that I prefer to take when I find out artists. I want to know their volume of work first before I know them really well. That's just how I've have found out music in the past. Very rarely have I found out about an artist beforehand and know things about them, and then I heard a song by them. Usually, I hear a song and I like it. I'm like, oh, who is this? And somebody tells me, I'm like, oh, I've never heard of them before. Or if I have, I'm like, oh, I've heard them in like the news, but I've never like heard of them or know anything about them. But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to down talk anybody's way of finding BTS. If that's been your journey, that's great. I don't judge you for it. I just, in the same breath, I don't like when people are like, "Oh, you're not doing this right." I'm like, well, to you, I'm not, but to me, I feel okay with it. My journey of BTS has been awesome. I loved it. Could I have done things differently? Probably. I probably could have done things in a different order and got a wider picture of things. But luckily, Army's awesome. Things I do miss, people are really good about telling me about. Um, Sherry, Sherry, Sherry AK. Sorry, I do stutter. Sherry AK is really good about telling me stuff on Instagram. Really fills me in on a lot of like the background stuff. Because there's so much to absorb. There's so much things they've done. And I do forget things. So it's nice to be refreshed about that and have people kind of tell you like, oh no, this is what that meant, and this is why they did this, and this is why blah blah blah. Like, it's great. Because a lot of fandoms won't do that. If you say something wrong or something, they'll just get really mad at you. So it's great. But yeah, everybody has a right to do the things they want to do, and yeah, I I'm hesitant, but I would love to find a new reactor myself and watch their army journey and see how they find BTS. Um, I'm hesitant to watch reactors because I don't want them to influence how I react. I don't want to like take things from people subconsciously. If that makes any sense, and adapt it into my own video. Yeah, you do give me a lot of context to things. A lot of things you've helped me like expand my knowledge on BTS and help me appreciate the band more. So thank you. It's helped me become a more educated fan, which I think is mainly what Army is. They're a very well educated fan base about BTS, about many things, but especially about BTS. So I'm happy people are guiding me through it. You are one of them. My aunt's one of them. Tina is one of them who collects all of my links and like she's like maybe don't do this video, do this first. Wait to do this and until you see more of this. So yeah, there has been a lot of Army helping me on my way, and that's been really nice too. That's why sometimes I get a little defensive too when people are like, "Oh, you're not doing it right." I'm like, "Well, I've been guided by some people I trust." So, yeah. Um it's more of a me thing, though, I guess. So, doesn't really matter. Um define right? The opposite of left. There you go. That was dumb. But yeah, I think we should watch another video. I think I'm going to do Yoongi the Workaholic. I was gonna watch a Jimin video. Oh, my dog's barking. He probably hears me up here. My new puppy. He doesn't look like a puppy because he's big. He's a big dog, but he is a puppy. But his bark's like boof boof boof. It's like oh my god. Oh no! If I brought him in, he would just bow through everything here. You would see him on screen. He's like this tall. He's a big boy. He would wreck everything in here, though. He is a freight train. I'll show you a picture of him though. I post pictures of my pets every Friday. Um, on Twitter, I do a pet picture Friday and then cat picture stuff. Let's see here. Where's my pup? There's my boy. Uh, there he is. That's my pup. Uh, 7 months old. No, 9 months old. I want to say he's under a year. Or he's just right around a year. We adopted him a couple months ago. Um, he is a very sweet dog. And we don't know what kind he is. He's just when we adopted him, they said he's just a mix. So, I think he's got a little bit of terrier, maybe pit bull, but I'm not quite sure. But I have no idea. Yeah, he's just a mutt. My other dog too, she's a Chesapeake Bay Retriever and Beagle mix, but we adopted her too from the same place. We actually got my new dog because we had a dog pass away last summer. We had him for 16 years. He was around for a long time, and he was best friends with our other dog and the kids and stuff. And we waited a bit, and then we got this new dog, and instantly they became friends. It's been really good because my other dog is super sweet, like super sweet. She's, I believe she's 8. I want to say she's 8 or 7. She's a very sweet dog, a very good girl. She loves everybody. Instantly adapted to the puppy. They're best friends. They sleep together, curl up with each other on the bed. Yeah, it's hard to lose a family member. Like I said, he was 17. He was very old. It didn't come out of nowhere. But that happens. Unfortunately, our pets don't get to live as long as we do, and it's not fair. But unfortunately, it's a fact of having them. That's one thing why I was hesitant to get another dog. It's like you're signing up for future heartbreak. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's nice having dogs around. I love having dogs around. It's nice to rescue a dog and help a dog. And oh, you have an 18-year-old cat. I have a little kitten as well. Well, he's 2 now, but when I was growing up, we had a really really old cat too. She was like 14 or 15 when she passed, but They're always kittens. Yeah, cats are always kittens until all of a sudden they ain't moving around anymore. Um, but yeah, just took a dark turn. But no, he went the best way possible. He was in our front yard. We had a vet come out to our house and did what needed to be done, and um, he passed away sitting under a tree. So best way a dog could go, I think. Hopefully, hopefully. But yeah, that took a really dark turn. Um, yeah, yeah. I think that's the best way we could have helped him out at the end there. Um, but yeah, that's like I was saying, that's the crappy part about having dogs and animals. It's like, um, wish they were around longer, because they're such good. Not I don't want to say people because they're not people because they're better than people sometimes, but they're such good creatures to have with you. They can just get you through a tough day. You can just come home and your dog or cat will instantly make you feel better, you know. So I wish they were around longer. That would be nice. It really sucks. But what can we do besides maybe clone them? Cloning, then they'll be around forever. Just keep making copies. I believe that's how it works, right? I believe so. So yeah, we're gonna watch this video now. Replicant fading will make that interesting. Yeah, uh, entropy and the breaking down of cells, and how much can you make a copy before it's just not good anymore? Like copying a piece of paper. You copy it and a copy comes out, and you copy that copy and that comes out, and you copy that copy, and then how long before it fades into nothing? Yeah, running out of toner, especially, or even just out of how clear the original image is. You're going to lose a little bit every time. Um, like taking a screenshot of a screenshot of a screenshot. It's going to get grainier every time. um, yeah, that's like going into Blade Runner type stuff there. What does it mean to be human? If all of your cells are replaced every year, are you still the same person? Who knows? Because all of your cells are different. And if you completely cloned yourself, would you still be you? Who knows? Weirdness. Would be nice if they could clone 7 people. I know that. Keep them around forever. Right? Right? Um, that would be the dream. Keep BTS around forever. Forever and ever.